Hello, 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 Virgos. How are you today? Hopefully everybody is doing fine and great. And by the way, happy birthday. This is the month of Virgo, September. So happy birthday if you haven't had it yet. And if you have, belated happy birthday. So I'm going to go through some of these because I sort of mixed them up upside down and wrong side up and all that kind of stuff. So my name is Patty and I'm an empath that does intuitive tarot. Also, I do intuitive and spiritual coaching and also life balance coaching. So you can catch all that down below. But today we're here to do some tarot. So we're going to do the 7th through the 13th of September, which we're going to have a Mars retrograde in there on the 9th. Let me tell you about that. Oh, we are in for something. Let me tell you, if you haven't studied the planets and the moons and all that kind of stuff, I'll share all that with you as we go through. There isn't really any new news, so if you're new, I thank you for showing up. And if you would like to, I really did mess these up. If you would like to subscribe, just hit the subscribe down there. And if you don't know, and for those of you watching, I do mine all live. I do my spiritual growth live. I do my readings live because I want that interaction, the energies, and I love to see my viewers. So you will see them live. For those of you that don't know what intuitive tarot is, you'll find that it is different. There is a lot of energies that come through messages, through vibrations, through energies. I get downloads, I get plops of messages and things like that. So if you start out and you're like, well, this isn't me, hang tight because I go through a lot of different scenarios because there's messages coming in from all over the place. So just hang tight, and they're usually about 25 minutes, 30 minutes long. Usually, depends on the spirit. But yeah, so I hope you'll enjoy this. So let's have some fun, find out some energies of what we're going to be looking for from the 7th through the 13th for Virgos. Good birthday month, but you know what? I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, yes, I'm going to have a good birthday month. And it's like, no, these energies are, unfortunately. But doesn't mean that you can't turn them around and make them that way, right? All right, so we got Golden Palace is one of the energies. So that is all about things coming to you. So your abundance coming in. Yay, it's our birthday month. We should have one, right? First one out, Sacred Pool. So that means that there is some things coming towards you, something's opening up towards you, something is coming and it doesn't mean money. It could mean wisdom. It could be something you've been longing for. It could be something you've been working for, that kind of thing. So that is where that is. So let me show you that card. And that card is the Golden Palace. Very, very beautiful. This is the Enchanted Map Oracles. I love these ones. Of course, you all know that because I use them all the time. And the Sacred Pool, I have not had that one come up very often. So let's go ahead and read about that one. This month, with Mars coming in, is going to be a lot of conflict. And I'll share that with you more here in a second. So the Sacred Pool, and it came in upright. So when you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love, self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called on for now. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you even notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? So it's all about growth. When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easy to reflect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Which this is very, very interesting that this came up because this is what September is going to be about. So September is about understanding yourself, staying in your lane, working on your own garden, and also to decipher fact from fiction. So with the planets and the moon and the things that are happening right now, we really need to stay in our lane, focus in our lane, because this is going to be the month of conflict. And what I mean by that, on the 9th, when Mars goes into retrograde, it's coming in extremely slow. So when a planet comes in extremely slow, that means it is coming in with a big, powerful punch. It's going to be at its strongest. And retrograde is at its closest to the Earth. So those energies can be extra strong. The problem with Mars is actually a planet of, we call a warrior planet, a planet of conflict, planet of bickering, and a planet of, my opinion is better than your opinion, communication, bickering, conflicts, and it's not looking at somebody else's perspective. So the chance of those communication conflicts are there quite a bit in September. So hold on. Remember to actually reflect on yourself through the month. Now you're going to have some kind of abundance coming in, which it's a birthday month. You should, right? But that doesn't mean presents. It could mean somebody coming in saying they care about you, coming in and saying that, you're special to them. It could be something you've dreamed to always do and have, and you're doing it for yourself. Self-love, right? So looking in the mirror, as Michael Jackson used to say, man in the mirror, look at the man in the mirror before you can change the outside. And that's basically what's happening in September, not only for Virgos, but for all the signs. We really have to be mindful of what we say, who we're coming in contact with, what conversations we really want to start. If you start talking about politics, you're going to lose friends. Or you're going to get an animosity. You're going to get that bickering. You're going to get what Mars wants you to do. Now, on the opposing side, there's Saturn. And so you could have somebody come in and just basically say, well, Saturn says, come on, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. Don't mellow out. That's sort of Saturn's plan in this whole thing here. So we really want to be mindful of our lane, per se, as we move through September. Yeah. Like I was telling you, this can create a lot of heartache, some conflict, some arguing, some things like that. So we want to make sure that we are mindful, zip it when we need to. And the other, again, there's Saturn. We're talking about the Empress. We're talking about the love, the nurturing. We need to be doing that in our conversations, is love and nurture, and have some compassion for the other person's views, because that's their truth. Whatever they view, that's their truth, Might not be right, but that's their truth. So we have to sort of respect that. So when we come into that conflict, you can either do it two ways. You can either cut them like a sword, or you can be nurturing and loving. So which one are you going to choose to do and choose to be? What a beautiful way to put that out there. You guys really did a good job with that. Thank you for that. Because as we know, as Virgos, we can be just dead on. We can be focused. We can be stubborn. We can be like, this is the way it's going to be, my way or you're the highway kind of thing. So we want to really be mindful in how we respond. Not everybody can be like we are, not as focused as we are as Virgos, all right? So you want to make sure you respond in love and kindness. Again, looking at yourself, looking in the mirror. How would you like to be treated? How would you like somebody to look at your views? How would you like somebody to hear you is sort of what's happening. Yeah. Oops, sorry about that card. Bent it. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is birthday month, right? So Wheel of Fortune. Got a lot of things that we can choose from. A lot of good things, too. A lot of good things. So we have to be mindful. Strength. It will take a lot of strength this month for you guys, or this week even, whoever you come in contact with, whoever you're going to be speaking with. Again, it is going to take strength to bite your tongue. I feel that coming. I feel that coming. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got going here. I don't like to leave 4, but they're not giving me anything. All right, Divine. What else is there? We understand that it's going to be a rough month. Verbally, communication-wise, we are going to do our due diligence to keep it soft and calm. You're funny. You're funny. You're going to be standing your ground on something, which we know we are because it's September. It's the way it's going to be. So whatever you're standing your ground on, be again, make sure. I'm surprised the sword, well, the swords did come up, but the swords is, again, when you're looking at a sword, just put this in your mind. Your sword has two edges, right? One is fact, one is fiction. So what we have to do is make sure that we're looking at the fact side and not the fiction side. So getting your facts, giving your evidence, getting anything when you're speaking in, okay, so where did you get your information from? Where's the resource from? Where is this from? Where is that from? Or where did you get that information from? And maybe help the other person think about where they're getting that from. Because we have the Four of Cups, which is actually an offering, but you're so focused on something else, you're missing out on the offering. So it could be that you're depressed about something, or you're just, you know, your mind is just on something else. Like Virgos do, we get focused in on one thing and we cannot see where somebody's like, hey, I got this for you. Come on, pay attention to this. This is really good. This is what you need to focus in on. But you're just missing it out. You're missing out because you're just like, oh, man, what am I doing? It's sort of like focusing in on a problem, but the solution's right here. Hey, I got the solution. Hey, pay attention to me. I got it. It's right here. Hey. And you're like, how am I going to do this? It's right here. How many times have you done that? I know I have. But you got to remember that the more that you, I'm surprised the Hangman hasn't popped up. The more that you do that, I can't make this stuff up. What did I say? Hangman is actually seeing the outside. The Hangman is actually seeing the outside. I mean, you saw me shuffling. There's no way. And I'm shuffling away, right? This is the divine. This isn't me. I'm just the conduit. But I said, why wouldn't he show up? Because we really need to not only pay attention to what's in front of us and focus in on our lane, but do pay attention. It's sort of like you're looking at the news. You're like, okay, well, that's in Chicago and I'm in Portland. So, okay, I understand and see what's going on there. But what's happening right here in front of me? And that's what we have to focus in on September, is that we need to focus in on what is happening now, what is happening in the present. And that's not for just Virgos, that's for all signs. And also to sort of keep the future in the, because we don't even know what's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not going to predict this because I'm not a psychic, I'm intuitive, but I do have some clairvoyance. These 3 months are going to be hard, and it's going to take everything in your strength to stay in your lane and understand and be compassionate to somebody else's truth, whatever that is. May not agree with it, but it's somebody else's truth. Whatever your solution is, you got to pay attention to a little bit of what's going on around, but you do have to be focused and stand your ground on your truth, whatever that is. And hopefully that truth is love, light, and righteousness. That's what the divine is. All right. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Throwing that out right in. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Too funny. I love working with them though, because they are right on. Spirit is right on. You can live your mind in your earth, or you can live your life through your head, but it won't get you as far as if you live in spirit. Sorry, I've been losing my voice, coming and going. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah. We've got the Tower. And then we have intuition. We've got the Queen of Cups. Sorry, I was covering that up. Queen of Cups. So somebody's Taurus, somebody's having major change. Somebody is having change. Somebody is actually needing to pay attention to the intuition because these cards are all going together here. If we do not listen to the intuition, if we do not listen to, I'm going to try to see if I can get that so it doesn't, I've got a window open so it's probably, but what we need to do is pay attention to our intuition when it comes to communication in September. We really, really, really need to listen to that. If you're talking to somebody and you feel like, oh man, I shouldn't say that, don't, because that's where this is going to come in. You're going to lose people in your life, or you're going to lose a friendship. It may not be permanent, but it's going to be something that you're going to say and you're going to regret it later. And you don't want that. That's for somebody else. Okay, I've got two things going on here. I've got somebody that actually just, I hate to say this, doesn't know how to keep their mouth shut. Sorry about that, whoever that is. You got to learn to keep your mouth shut, at least during these next 3 months. But you can listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you when to talk and when not to talk. And that's what's going on here. Yeah. And somebody is definitely thinking about something in the future, thinking too far in the future, whoever that is. Backtrack it a little bit to the now. There might be travel. Yes, there might be travel coming, but you need to focus in on now, because even if you are planning on traveling, the problem is there's so much changes going on with airplane and hotel. And yes, they're all booked and they're not sitting apart. And, you know, COVID is still active and all that kind of stuff. But those, and even the international flights are still shut down. People are still trapped in countries. But the other thing too is you don't know those certainties. So try to think more of the now, like in the next month or 2 months. And the reason why I know that is I'm becoming a travel agent. So that's starting in the next week. So if you need travel agent stuff, let me know. But the thing is that it is an uncertain time. And it is an uncertain time for a lot of stuff. And that's why these next 3 months are with the Mars retrograde is going to be just like, hold on to your seat in that turbulence, you know, the turbulence in the plane, and then you're going around and you're holding on to your seat. That's the way these next 3 months are going to be. All right. Is there anything else for Virgos? Let's see, I don't want to. Let me try this other deck here. There's a lot. There's just, you know, the energies are just so, it's like you're almost holding your breath kind of energy. You know, it's like, gosh, do I breathe now? Do I not? Do I breathe now? Do I not? Because it's like, do I talk? Do I not talk? Do I share my opinion? Do I not share my opinion? Yeah, 2 of Wands. So somebody is definitely thinking, we got the 2 of Wands twice, thinking about future too much. And that's interesting. Those came side by side, next to next. So somebody is thinking way too much, overthinking. You're overthinking, you know. Virgos can do that because we're analytical, but try to back it down a little bit because you can't think that far ahead. Sorry, you can't. You know why? Because Divine's going to put a switch back in there and you're going to like, crap, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So she is all about the heart. Again, trying to get. So we have the Queen of Intuition. We've got Queen of Cups twice. Again, listening to your intuition to when you are going to speak, not speak. If you're in a meeting, a work meeting, you also need to know when to pipe up and when not to, because you're going to be trying to stand your ground about something. Maybe it's a project, maybe it's something that isn't going right. Maybe there is something not ethical going on that maybe you need to bring that tower down. Sometimes it takes a lot of strength in order to do that. Be the one to stand out and say, hey, you know what, this isn't right. Hey, I saw you cheating with so-and-so and you're married. You know, what the heck? You can, again, stay in your lane when it's that kind of stuff. But you know what? That's the times when to know and not talk. Yeah, when to ask the facts and get the truth. Okay, so the King of Swords is all about seeking out truth. He's also very confident, very confirming, very authoritative, very fact versus fiction, and that's what September is about again. Get your facts. Don't go by the fiction. Get your facts. Don't go by the fiction. Get your evidence. Don't go by what hearsay. Don't go by, or get your evidence. Don't go by hearsay. Hearsay, anybody, you know what, if even in a relationship, when I'm talking about life balance, if it's a relationship, I tell them, don't go by what they're saying, go by their actions. Because people can lie and say anything they want to say. It's so easy. It just rolls off the tongue because the tongue is the worst sword ever. It could be telling truth. It could be telling lies and hearsay. Go by a person's actions over anything. And if their actions and words don't meet up, then that's fiction. Bye-bye. You don't want somebody in your life that actually cannot be factual, be honest, be trustworthy, be true. Because remember, we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. We need to be truth. We need to be honest. We need to have high integrity. We need to have that. This is something, is time for you to do that this month. And maybe the rest of the year. I don't know who that's for. I've been there. Been there, done that. And homie don't want to go there. Homie don't want to go there. So, yeah. So looking for the truth. Again, the sword is looking for facts versus fiction this month. Okay, not truth, but facts. So if somebody you think might be, I don't know who this is for, somebody might think that there's so-and-so is cheating, go by the facts. You know, look at everything. Okay, what time do they come home? What time, you know, do they say they came home? You can do this. I mean, I used to be looking at private investigating kind of things. And that's what's criminal justice. People come to me, well, ask me those kind of things. You can figure it out yourself, especially Virgos. You're good at it. Analytical. Be your own detective. All right. Is there anything else divine for Virgo for the week of the 7th through the 13th, please? Is there anything in the retrograde, or is there anything in the planets, please? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is letting go. So you're either grasping onto something really, really hard that you do need to be letting go, or maybe you're trying to hold on to something, like something materialist. It could have sentimental value, and maybe you do want to hold on to that, but maybe it's like a house and you know you should be selling it, or something material. It's time to release that. I'm trying to think. We are in we're in the full moon, so we're going in the releasing of things. So I think this is going to have a time that you need to release something, because this is like you just got a tight hold on it and you just don't want to let it go. So whatever that is, it's mostly a material thing, because pentacles are material. So basically you want to let go of something. I don't know what that is for you. And thank you. They're saying it's going to take strength to do that, but you can do this, is what I'm hearing. Whatever that is that you need to let go, because it's holding you back. I don't know who that's for. It's holding you back. It's holding you back from whatever is the divine's waiting for you to take. So I don't know who that's for. All right. All right. Thank you for that, divine, or whoever sent that message through. If you could let me know if there's anything else I missed, or if there's anybody else that I need to touch up there, I would appreciate that at this time, please. So if you are watching, I love to see if you are here, if you are, what state you're from or what country you're from, or if you have a question, you can ask her that right now. And then also, too, hit subscribe and the bell, and you'll know when I'm on live. All right, Queen of Cups again. Oh my gosh, we've got Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Where did the other one go? Oh no, that was there. That was there. I was like, wait a minute, I already had the Queen of Cups because we had the Queen of Cups twice, right? Okay, and then we have, ooh, a lot of doubles here tonight. The Tower. Somebody's got something coming down. And the Three of Wands again. There are so many doubles here, it's not even funny. There is very strong messages. Three of Wands. Okay, so let me clarify some of this here for you. So let me go back to the Queen of Cups was the first one. No, that was actually already there, but we do want to focus in on that because that is intuition. Got to be listening to your intuition because something is drastically changing for someone. And so that is next to the intuition card. So we got double. So I don't know what it is for somebody out there, but we definitely have double Tower, double Queen of Cups. Now and this is in relation to your heart. So this is going to be something to do with a relationship, something to do with maybe a family member, maybe something to do with something that is going to be hurtful. And you need to protect yourself, protect your heart, because you can actually probably prevent that by listening to the King of Swords, by actually also doing the Hangman. My little Hangman. I love my little Hangman. There. And then we have the Three of Wands again. So there is communication things. If this is a couple, you need to be focusing in on now. But I think your communication is trying to figure out the future, but you can't do that at this point in time because it's so uncertain that you need to focus in on right now. If for a couple, or if you're going into a relationship, or this could be even family. This could be, family trying to figure things out. Again, don't do this to yourself. Don't focus in on one thing so much that you're missing the picture. Remember, because then the Hangman popped right up and said, hey, you're not paying attention to this outside. All right. So that you really need to focus in on that. Boy, Virgos, wow. But this is your birthday month, so you do have some blessings coming your way, some harvest, some good things. But again, the energies is focusing in on yourself this month. Staying in your lane. Do stand up for what you need, but also too, you've got the Wheel of Fortune coming, so that's good. And the last thing I'm going to say is that when you do talk to other people, you have the choice to be either really mindful in the way you respond. You can be very hurtful, or you can actually be very loving and compassionate. Step back and just remember your perspective is not their perspective. Your truth is not their truth. And just be respectful of that as we come into these months, because they're going to be hard. They're hard in communication. There's going to be a lot of headbutting in these next 3 months. All right, Virgo? Sorry to not have such better news, but it is going to change. So this is good. This is all change. Look at all the doubles. There is such a strong message here. There are so many strong messages here. If you didn't catch it all, replay it and rewatch the parts that you want to listen to, but really listen to it again, because I think on all the readings that I've had so far for this month, this has been the most powerful one, especially when this popped up. Really. And we started out with just a beautiful, beautiful message. But the thing is that there's so many doubles in here. Rewatch it, see where it plays and resonates with your life, and actually you'll see the beautifulness of coming, because through the tough part, there's change. This Tower is temporary. This is change coming. This is actually turning the corner. You're turning the corner for whatever it is that you're going through. This is a good time. Rewatch it. Watch it, ask somebody to watch it with you and get their opinion on it, because sometimes other people see things that we don't see, and resonate. So this is one of the most powerful readings I've had so far. So I hope you watch it again, have somebody share it with you, and go through that. And I will see you on the, what is it, the 14th. All right. Watch out for that retrograde, the 9th. And just be mindful. There's going to be this going on. Just step back and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to chill. I'm going to be Saturn. I'm going to chill and not say anything because I'm going to listen to my intuition wherever she went. I'm going to listen to this and not get involved, kind of thing. All right. Thank you, Virgo. We will talk to you again on the 14th. Happy birthday for those who are coming up, and belated happy birthday for those who've already had it. Take care, and we will see you on the 14th.